Hi everyone. Today we are going to have a session on mock interview session. Please take it as a mock interview, and you will learn many things on this. And we have our team member Vikram with us. We are going to have a mock session with him. We'll start now. Okay, please concentrate on it. Then you can learn many things, and we will explain more things on that. Okay, let's start. Hi Vikram, how are you?
Hey, hi, I am fine.
Vikram, everything good, right? Nowadays we are in pandemic, everything good. So now, at least from your
Yes,
family side. Cool. Vikram, today we are going to have a quick call anyway. So I want to know a few things about you. You can finish your introduction in 2 to 3 minutes. I don't need more introduction, as I'm telling you beforehand. Just I want to listen your introduction.
hey, hi, I am Vikram. I have worked around 2 to 3 years in Salesforce, and I have mostly worked on the admin part of Salesforce. I have handled most of the configurations of the Salesforce.
Do you have coding knowledge also?
I have modified some of the code, but I
Mm-hmm.
did not develop any code yet.
Okay, no problem. So that means you explored something, right? Even you didn't get the chance on project, but you explored. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's start our interview, Vikram. All the best. First of all, let's start.
Thank you.
So I have a scenario called there is a custom object having four custom fields. Let's say A, B, C, D. These four fields are number type. I have a
Mhm.
requirement here. Okay. I want to calculate D field. Okay. With the sum of A plus B minus C. Okay. Please listen carefully. And then along with that, I want to track this field history also. So what it means, once you calculate D field with A plus B minus C, after that, it has to be tracked also. That means, for example, if user changes something on A, B, C, then D automatically calculated based on your um, calculation. Then I want to see the history. Okay, what is the previous value? After that, what is the changes happened on that? For example, it changed from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like that. I want to see practical history. I hope you know that, right? So how can you achieve this?
Okay, so let me reiterate the questions once again.
Yeah,
So you
please.
want a custom object. There are
Mm-hmm.
four fields A, B, C, and D, and those are of number type. And you have a requirement you want to populate value of D equal to A plus B minus C, and you also want to track the field history of the field D, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so for this, we have two approaches that we can do. First one is the declarative thing, and the second one is the coding. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the declarative thing that we can do is we can use a workflow field update. Okay, and we can populate the value of D. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we will enable the field history tracking for the field D. This way we can track the changes happen in the field D. Okay, and the second, the coding approach, right?
Okay.
For that we can write a trigger, and we can also do that. That means we have to enable the field history tracking for the field D.
Okay. So, Vikram, we can do the same with the formula also. It is very easy without workflow and without trigger. Okay. What is the reason you chosen this approach for workflow field update instead of formula?
So there is a reason, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The formula field is a reference field.
Mm-hmm.
It does not store any value. So the field history tracking is not available for the formula fields. So it has only the references of the fields. and it is calculated when you are accessing it.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Vikram. Let's go to another question. You already answered, but I want to ask again. When formula field is calculated?
Whenever we are accessing the formula field, the value of that field is calculated.
So can you elaborate this?
Okay, so in our previous example, right, we have put up the value of d equal to a plus b minus c. So whenever I will I will refresh the record page, right? At that time, the value of d will get calculated on the record page, or whenever I will fire a query, right? Within that, the field d is there, right? So it will calculate the value of it. So whenever I'm accessing that field using a SOQL query or on the page layout or on a VF page, right? It will calculate on the dynamically.
Okay. So on the fly, it will be calculated, not when record is
Yes.
saved, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Cool, Vikram. Thank you. When roll-up summary field is calculated?
So the roll-up summary field we are having on the master object in the master detail relationship. So this field is calculated whenever the child records are created, updated, or deleted, and it is actually this value which is getting stored in that field. It is not the reference like the formula field.
Okay. So roll-up summary supports a different kind of aggregate functions, right? Do you know what kind of aggregate functions it supports?
So there are 4 operations that are supported: max, mean, count, and sum.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And let's take a scenario, Vikram, once again. There is a custom object for which organization-wide default is set to private, and grant access using hierarchy is enabled or checked. There are 3 roles: employee, supervisor, manager, and their respective profiles. And here, employee reports to supervisor and supervisor reports to manager. So if I am very fast, you can ask me, I will go slow. So are you getting till now?
Yes, I'm following you.
Yeah.
You can continue.
Yeah, cool. Employee profile has all CRUD permissions like create, read, update, delete, right? On that custom object. Okay. But supervisor and manager profile doesn't have any CRUD rights for custom object. That means they don't have read, create, update, delete on custom object. But the supervisor and manager are in higher roles than employee. As I told you that how employee is reporting to supervisor and supervisor reporting to manager. Okay.
Okay.
So now employee has created few records of that custom object, or you can say employee created few records on that custom object. So now the supervisor and manager, okay, who are having the superior roles, the supervisor and manager roles, can access this record, or in other words, can supervisor and manager users can access this record?
So no. Okay.
What's the
The
reason?
answer for this question will be no, because the profile level security overrides all the access level settings. Okay. The record level access settings are provided only if you have access to the profile. Okay.
If you have
On
access
the
on profile.
on the supervisor and the manager profile, they do not have any CRUD right. So they will not be able to see the tab.
Okay. You mean that as we don't have thread permissions already on profile level, okay, even they are in the higher level, higher roles, they can't see employee created records. Am I correct? Is it your answer?
Yes. Yes, yes. So
Okay.
yeah, so the profile access is very important. Profile level access should be there. Only after that the user can access the records.
Cool. Thank you, Vikram. Now, let's go to another question. We already discussed about custom object now about OWD or something, right? So
Yes,
if I
yes.
if I have a custom visual force page is created, having a custom controller with sharing keyword. Okay, you know that, right? While writing the Apex class, you can mention with sharing and without sharing keyword. Okay, so
Yes, yes.
here I have a custom visual force page where I have a custom controller with sharing keyword. Within this custom controller, I am calculating number of records via SOQL query. And this count is displayed in a custom visual force page. Okay, in our custom visual force page, what we are talking about. Now,
Okay,
that custom visual force page is made available through a custom tab for all of the above roles, what we discussed. Okay,
okay.
that means for
Yeah,
employee role, for manager role, and supervisor role, right? Are you following
okay.
me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. If employee has created 10 records, what is the count displayed for manager and supervisor if they access this visual force page via custom tab?
Okay, so let me re-clarify my the question, sir. So
Yeah,
you
please.
mentioned that there is a custom VF page and it's a custom controller is mentioned, right?
Yes, you're right.
So it is not an extension, right?
No, it's not an extension
And the class will have the with sharing keyword, right?
with a sharing keyword. Yes.
Okay, so what will happen in this case, sir? The VF page, right? It is accessed by the supervisor and the manager. So they will see the count, whatever the records are created by the employee. That means if he has created 10 records, the count will be shown 10 to supervisor and manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which sharing keyword will enforce only that means the sharing access. Okay, it will not
Mm-hmm.
enforce the profile level security. So the code
Mm-hmm.
will run in the system context. Okay, so but the record level security will get enforced on that. So the
Okay.
count will be
Mm-hmm.
shown as the 10.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Vikram. Okay. Then for your same answer, I want to ask another question. Let's see. How can I execute a custom visual force page in user mode? You said about system mode now. If I want to execute that custom visual force page which I designed in user mode, what can I do for that?
So to execute a VF page in the user mode, we have to use any standard controller.
Mm-hmm.
Even for a custom object, we have a standard controller provided by Salesforce. So we
Okay.
can use that.
Mm-hmm. So what do you mean? So if I want to write a custom logic, how can you do that?
So we have extensions provided for it. So we
Mm-hmm.
can put up the custom logic in the extensions.
Okay. Can that extension works under user mode or system mode?
No, it will work in the user mode, sir,
Okay. If it is
because we
without
are
sharing,
overriding the, okay, you put up with sharing or without sharing, right? So it
mm-hmm.
will execute in the user mode.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you
Because
sure?
the page itself, yes, sir, because the page itself is getting executed in the user mode.
Okay. Cool. Cool, Vikram. Thank you. Nice talking to you. Do you have any questions to me?
Not at this moment, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Vikram. All the best.
Thank you.